I have a grip for you, man.
I'm
I have a grip for you.
just... Nice! I'm feared. Just stay in my line out, Cocoon.
Kill him right here, boy!
We win.
Welcome back, YouTube. I just want to say right up front, thank you for 500 subscribers on this channel. Our work is not done yet because my weekly meeting with our congressman is coming up, so if you haven't subbed yet, please do so right now. I'm going to lobby to get our action bars fixed this week so they can stop graying out after we use an empowered ability. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you some setups, some combos, some tips and tricks that I've learned to incorporate into my playstyle that I use to win games, but also prevent enemy setups. Before we go into all that, because I know the comments are coming, for the clips in this video, I was running Burst Mastery with all my enchants as Mastery. There were two builds that I swapped between, and the codes for those are in my Discord in the wowui and macros channel. In today's lesson, we will be covering our standard opener and how to use utility in the mid and late game. Let's get right into it. All right, so this is what I like to call the standard opener. You can go one of two ways. You can use it in an aggressive fashion, or when the enemy is pushing you, you can use it defensively. So the gate's open, and my team is looking to get aggressive here. And what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to get a landslide out, a root on as many targets as possible. So here it is. I get all three in a row. Dragon Rage, sick drive-by. And at this point, we've gotten Trinket from the Monk, Icebound from the DK, and the Priest is at half. So it's a lot of pressure. And I even just turn around and tip the Scales Fire Breath. I don't even wait to press Shattering Star because I want to get the damage out as fast as possible because we are just doing the absolute most insane pressure right now. Bunch of CDs get forced. Trying to get a 4-stack on a Living Flame potentially after this as well. Try to get a Sleepwalk, and we just end up double killing them. So it's a lot of pressure up front. It works both ways, and that's your standard opener. You want to get your Deep Breath on cooldown immediately because it is a 1-minute cooldown, and you force the enemy to either sit it and just take that damage or use something. All right, so in this clip, we're going to be talking about mid-game utility, and how I use my abilities to prevent enemy setups. So we are playing against a Sass Rogue and a Shadow Priest, no doubt the most overpowered specs at the moment. Thank God they're getting 30% nerf tomorrow. And so here's what happens. My healer calls that he's going to be in trouble very soon. He has no trinket, he has no bubble, and he needs peels. So that's where I come in, and I'm going to be using Rescue. And it's coming off of cooldown in about 7 seconds. Use my Deep Breath stun to prevent that pressure right there on my Warlock. And here it is. He gets kidneyed right now. And as you can see on my reticle, I'm already looking to get him out of dodge right now. So I grip him away. Use the talent Twin Guardian, which I very much recommend taking. And as the rogue tries to connect again, I wing buffet him back further. And not even root him in the end, just so that I can guarantee the peels and I can completely derail their setup go and prevent them from just closing out the game. Here is another example where they add a bonus to prevent the opener from an enemy rogue. All right, so I push in trying to get combat because we are 25 yards and it is extremely difficult to do so unless you just push in. And so I noticed that my healer is now in a sap, so there is a high chance that the rogue is between me and my healer. So I'm actually just going to pre-deep breath, and I catch him on his opener and he gets stunned. All right, so at this stage of the game, my healer has no trinket, my warrior has no trinket, I have trinket, and I have my utility to make a play to prevent them from closing out the game. So I want to create as much pressure as I can right now while these guys are on the back foot. So I swap my focus to the priest because I want to prevent any heals because my pally goes in for a blind right there, yep. And then I grip the bomb. Insane. Because I don't have kick available and the shaman casted Hex on my healer. So I use my utility and my instant Living Flame procs to heal my teammate. All right, now we're getting to the good stuff. How to secure kills. So one of the abilities that I never drop on our talents is Chrono Loop. I consistently use it to close out games and completely negate enemy CDs. So in this situation here, I'm playing a melee cleave, TSG, and generally when you are playing with a caster like I am, I'm playing with the Demo Luck, and you know they want to zug on him all game. It's best for me not to get cleaved and for me to just go ahead and try and pressure the healer as much as I can. So we're putting a ton of pressure on the healer. My Demo Luck stuns him into a Shadow Fear. We almost kill him, and he starts channeling Communion, and I get blinded. And I actually trinket to Chrono Loop him. And I wait for the exact moment when he comes back. Shattering Star, Disintegrate, launch my instant Living Flame proc, and he goes down. So this happens so often for me when I catch an enemy really low. I will save a global for that moment to put Chrono Loop on them and then prepare for when they return with a bunch of instant burst to try and close out the game. All right, so here's another example of a melee cleave. So same theme. They're going to be training my caster, Mr. Crackadeck, the Warlock God. And we are going to be pressuring the enemy healer anytime that we can. So anytime he's out in the open, we're looking to pressure him. So I get a time loop on him, Chrono Loop, when he's out in the open, so that if he does go behind the pillar, he's going to come back any second. So as you can see, I start channeling an Eternity Surge. Right as he comes back, boom. A Living Flame procs, Disintegrate, and he goes down. The darkness is too late. We do this all the time, and this is why I teach you guys this, is because I want you to look for these opportunities that can help you secure kills in difficult matchups. Thank you guys for tuning in for today's video. If you learned something, please hit that like and subscribe button. We are just getting started, and thank you again for 500 subscribers. I'm going to leave some clips from my games over the last week or so, so enjoy that, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Sure. Stun him on that kill! Oh my god!
I had to trinket that.
I ulted him kind of low. Go for a sheep.
I have damage very soon.
Sheep.
Bearing off. I get.
Kill him! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Just healer.
Oh, I get an extra roll? Is that what that means? I don't need this.
Later.
I'm
Ankle's
just
so
one
broken. Look at this guy. Oh my god, he just crossed him up.